is changing rapidly and it's an exciting time. New technologies are emerging all the time, from artificial intelligence to virtual reality. These innovations are having high impact in various fields, including education. Today, learning is more accessible than ever before, and it's more interactive and personalized than it's ever been. Technology is opening up new opportunities to create more meaningful learning experiences. So, what do you think about the use of technology in schools? From the news, we get many positive and negative views of implementing technology in education. So, I'm excited to hear your thoughts on this important topic. Hello everyone, my name is Tahta Ariana, educational technology student at Indonesian Education University, who will accompany you in this video. In this era of digitalization, the development of technology has grown rapidly. Various aspects of human life are now integrated with technology following the times, and education is no exception. Have you ever wondered what happened if the technology used every day, from scrolling through social media to ordering food, was used to make learning more interesting and fun? It is not impossible that the technology used every day can be used to help the learning process both at school and outside of school. At SDN 061 Cijerah, Bandung City, we are trying to answer the question, why? Because we believe technology is not just a lifestyle, but also the key to making education more fun, more effective, and certainly more relevant for today's generation. But in reality, to implement optimal technology in school environment is not easy. There are challenges that must be faced to schools, teachers, and students. Starting from limited access, teachers who are still confused about technology, to infrastructure that is not yet supportive. That's why we made this research video to find out how SDN 061 Cijerah optimizes technology for learning activities. With this research video, we also want to provide examples to other schools in Indonesia on how to optimally utilize technology for learning purposes. Imagine if all schools in Indonesia could utilize technology like SDN 061 Cijerah. Not only would it make learning more fun, but it would also have a real impact on the future of education in this country. Join our journey to see how SDN 061 Cijerah optimally utilizes exciting technology for the benefit of education. Because the future of education starts here and now.
Hello everyone, my name is Lingga and next to me is Teten. We are students of Educational Technology from the University of Education Indonesia,
who will accompany you for some time to come in this video.
digital era, the development of technology has grown rapidly. Various fields and aspects of human life are now integrated with technology, including the field of education. As for one example of technology that is currently very popular among Indonesia and the world, namely AI. The number of technologies that are currently developing will certainly be utilized by school, teachers, and students. Right, Teten?
It's true, Lingga. But unfortunately, until now, the utilization of technology in some schools in Indonesia is still not optimal enough. There are still many schools that already have technological facilities that can support learning activities, but they still cannot utilize them properly, which is unfortunate.
It is indeed unfortunate that there are schools that already have adequate technology but are not utilized to the fullest. But this is different from the school we have just visited, namely SDN 061 Citra, is one of the mobilizing school in Bandung. The school is already very well utilizing the technology provided by this government for learning activities at the school.
It's true, Lingga. They have utilized technology such as Chromebooks, tablets, and smartboard provided by the government very well. Because, as far as I know, there are several schools that already have facilities such as the smartboard, but they are never used for learning activities directly. So, they are just stored in the room. But on the contrary, at SDN 061 Citra, the smartboard is actually used for learning activities, where this is certainly very interesting for students to try using this smartboard.
As that lot of Java is very cool indeed. Even though they only use this Chromebook in grade C, they use it in all subjects except for physical education and religious education. So that learning activities at the school are very integrated with technology. Not only often, they even use the Chromebook every day for learning activities such as doing assignment into the classroom, creating posters or illustrated stories in Canva, creating and editing video. They are also often designed to make games to quizzes as an SPG session for them to work during learning activities or when learning activities are over.
Tinggal masukin satu soal atau kalau udah tinggal kita simpan.
Not only that, the students at SDN 061 Citra have also been integral for two AI service Gemini by their teacher. From that, it is very different from learning activities today, and it was when we were still in school.
Haha, that's right, Lingga. The development of technology today has indeed greatly influenced the world of education. Both from the way teachers teach, learning media, teaching materials, and much more. But even though the utilization of technology at SDN 061 Citra can be said to be optimal, it's turned out that the number of Chromebooks in the school is very limited. They only have 8 Chromebooks units. But even so, teachers at the school can overcome this by dividing students into groups, so that each group will get one Chromebook that can be used alternately with their respective group members. Well, this can happen is also because the teacher has done good class management, so the student can do the task or project given by the teacher with their respective group, and each student can feel the same learning experience one another.
Learning through Chromebook is indeed, according to students themselves, also very interesting, and they prefer and feel enthusiastic when learning using Chromebook compared to learning as usual. Likewise, with the perception of the teacher, they also saw that their students were indeed more enthusiastic when learning using Chromebook and look at the quality of their policy, namely critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration also increase when using Chromebook for learning activities.
Amazingly, here, students are taught first how to take care of the Chromebooks before use. So, students are not only smart in using the technology, but also have a sense of responsibility to maintain the facilities given to them by the school.
However, behind the success of SDN 061 Hijrah is optimizing the use of technology in the school. Teachers at the school must have faced various obstacles and challenges before they finally succeed in implementing learning using Chromebook. One of the biggest challenges for teachers in this school is related to the internet provision, which initially the school could only provide an internet speed of 5 Mbps, which did not allow students to access the internet through Chromebook. To overcome this obstacle, teachers at SDN 061 Hijrah made a proposal in the principal to increase the internet speed at school to 2000 Mbps, so that students can better access the internet through Chromebook. In addition, another obstacle or challenge faced by teachers at SDN 061 Hijrah is related to the time needed for them to learn about Chromebook before they are finally used it with students. To overcome this, teachers at the school often communicate among themselves to discuss how to create effective learning using Chromebook and to find solutions related to problems that occur in learning activities.
Undoubtedly, Lingga, the teachers at the school have good creativity to provide lessons to their students. Perhaps this is also because teachers at the school have previously attended training from the government regarding the use of Chromebooks, so that when these Chromebooks are actually implemented for learning activities at school, teachers can creatively overcome problems such as the limited facilities of the Chromebooks properly, as well as provide students with tasks that can increase student creativity and provide a fun learning experience for them.
From the study, they also felt that the use of the Chromebook did not make it difficult for them to study. On the contrary, they felt that the Chromebook was very practical to use because they did not have to write down a lot of assignment and material given by the teacher in the notebook. So they did not easily feel tired because they had to write a lot of material. The start end on the Chromebook. In addition, students also have time to access the game on the Chromebook when they have finished studying and doing the assignment given by teacher. Therefore, students are not confined by having to study continuously.
That's right. Even though this school has only adopted Chromebook for learning activities and their school for only 3 years, the school seems to have been quite optimal in utilizing the Chromebooks. Not to mention that students at SDN 061 Hijrah also participated in exhibition of student work from school in Bandung. And they were able to explain the work they did through the Chromebook to people, which show that students at the school are not only able to create works, but also can explain the work they have made to others.
Based on our observation at SDN 061 Hijrah, it can be seen the school in Indonesia can optimize the use of existing technology for learning books, especially for schools that have received assistance in the form of technology facilities such as Chromebook from the government to be used in learning activities. Despite the limited number, from this goal, we can also learn that teachers must be able to have high creativity and opt to create learning activities that are more interactive and more fun for the students.
That's right. Giving students the freedom to explore their learning activities is also very important to provide a more meaningful experience. With a more meaningful experience, student understanding and skill will also increase. This is certainly very much needed in this today's digital era, which requires higher knowledge and skills.
Based on the result and discussion of the observation we made at SDN 061 Cicerah, that's all.
That's all, and thank you. Bye-bye.
It's really cool to see how SDN 061 Cicerah can make the most of the available technology. Imagine if all schools in Indonesia can do the same thing as SDN 061 Cicerah. Education in Indonesia will certainly be more interesting and fun. It is not impossible that other schools in Indonesia can utilize technology to fullest for learning activities just as SDN 061 Cicerah does. To realize this, let's maximize the technology and facilities that already exist in your respective schools, especially for schools that also get assistance from the government. Let's optimize the facilities. Together, we make Indonesian education more advanced and fun. With joint efforts, we can make learning activities more interesting by utilizing various exciting technologies. Because, as we know, it is our duty as people engaged in education to help advance the quality of education in Indonesia for a better future for our nation children. Let's create a safe, comfortable, interesting, and interactive educational environment for our nation children in the future. Because if we don't start, then who will?